It's been a couple of weeks now. We are now out of lockdown. Z has just conducted a Z.TALK last week for 30 agents in CBRE, and now we're about to do another Z.TALK for another company. I can't wait to share some of the secrets that Z has from his daily routine to the end of the day. And you know what? Results speak for themselves. Let's go check it out.
Z, I may have somebody that's looking at selling their investment property. And I've run into Rishabh again a year later. Next minute, I'm at Rishabh's uncle's house because his uncle was thinking about selling or buying, doing whatever it is, whatever transaction that we are doing. Straight after, I've sold that investment or whatever it is that we've done, and it's turned into dollars. You know what the best business is out there? Word of mouth business, by doing the right thing by people. It's exactly what I do with every single consumer. I ask the question, then I prospect the question, then he turns to my customer, and an outcome. I sold a $4 million home from a cafe whilst myself and Claudia were having breakfast in the morning, and I overheard these two gentlemen talking about real estate. I said, I haven't listed this property out, but I'll have to give you the first opportunity before it goes to the market. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting your breakfast, but would you like to come down and have a look at it? Before doing any marketing, nothing else, because we asked the question, 48 hours later, we got the deal down from a cafe. If I can sell a $4 million house at a cafe, I can come out and do your job. I really want you guys to help me cover the topics that you guys want me to cover, but this is exactly what I cover. I feel like this is very relevant, it's very generic to what I do that might be relevant to regardless of whichever industry it is out there, which is called people skills. Do you have any questions for me? So if you're dealing with a difficult client, that's okay. You should embrace it as well. Because at the end of the day, without any difficulty, any challenges, there wouldn't be any more fun. I need to go through these challenging times for me to get the outcome, because if it was easy, everybody else would be doing it. So it's not about you, like what Claudia said, being problem focused, it's being about solution focused. So at the end of the day, if you've got the true intentions, legend, who cares? Once you've built the relationship and the trust, and have a bit of fun with it, because if people see value in you, they will deal with you. And if people don't see value, that means it's okay. If they've gone to the competition, that means you weren't valuable enough for them. They didn't see the value. I'm the most expensive agent in the whole country. Anybody you call, if you want to sell your house with me, I look after my own loved ones, obviously, yeah, my own people, and other people, and everybody else. I look after everybody else. But anyone else that calls me, I charge them 10 times more than what an average agent would charge them. And if they don't see the value in it, that's okay. And I can guarantee you, regardless of whatever age bracket you're in, service beats talent if you provide the right service. Knowledge beats talent and experience. Ask the question to the clientele, because what happens is most people, when we do deal with people, we just keep talking. We don't listen to the clients. And that's why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. We should listen twice to our clients and speak once. How do you boost your confidence up on a daily basis? I'll give you an example. Let's just say you've made 50 phone calls today and you keep getting rejected, keep getting rejected. The 51st phone call, you've converted that lead. Slowly your confidence level will go up. The mistakes you did last year or 6 months ago, as long as you learn from those mistakes and you don't want to repeat it again, that's how slowly you start to get the confidence level up. It's about getting yourself planning for it, getting yourself prepared for that specific phone call, so then your confidence level is all the way to this level here. And then when you call them up, regardless whether you get rejected or you don't get rejected, who cares? Embrace it, because what happens is most people don't embrace that thing. And also what happens is when it comes down to negotiating a deal, 99.9% of the time, people negotiate with themselves. Oh, if they don't offer this service, I'm going to offer them this service. And you're already negotiating with yourself. Don't do that. Rule number 1 of negotiation, you just don't negotiate. Because if people see value, they'll buy you. So talk about rejection, someone, so what? Next, keep moving forward. Always, you can't walk up to somebody and say, can I have your business right now? It doesn't work like that. I can't just walk up to someone, do you want to sell your house? What? I live in that house. What are you talking about? So you've got to be very careful of your tonality. You can't be too energetic. So for example, if I'm introducing myself, I just found that he's your dad, okay? If I'm talking to your dad, I'll have to say, Assalamu alaikum, how are you? Good, beautiful, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? And if I'm talking to that guy there, how are you? How's family up there? Good? Good. I love it, man. Bam. And if I'm talking to her, how's your brother? I haven't seen your brother in like years. How was your life experience? Bam. I've already stalked you because I've already planned before I even come out and talk to you. Does that make sense? So everybody has, so you got to learn how to read. But at all times, you got to look sharp 24/7. Even if you go out to a milk bar, look sharp. Look on point 24 hours, because then it makes you feel good about yourself. Because what happens is when you look good, you feel good. And when you're looking good, feel good, and look good, what do? It makes your clients feel, you can make your clients feel good about themselves. And that's when your confidence level again grows slowly, slowly. the first thing, the minute a lead comes through, within 5 minutes they get a call. 5 minutes. And then within 5 seconds, if I've picked up the phone call and I've stalked the client and I know exactly who I'm talking to, because people always send out their first names, last names. I always do my due diligence before I contact that specific buyer or that specific person. Because then what happens is, hi, you've been in that property for 11 years, 2 years and 2 months and 22 seconds. Oh my God, you know everything about my life, Zed. Knowing, going above and beyond before, because you know that's a hot lead. So when a hot lead comes in, close. Pick up the phone. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. You inquired about this specific product that we do have. How can I help you, please? Well, let me tell you what. Life has been tough in Melbourne for the last 2 years, hasn't it? I can tell you one thing right now, that, you know what, life is short. Why don't I just help you out with the intention of you giving this? And you know what life is all about? It's about helping others and not receiving anything back in return. It's about motivating others, because what happens is the energy you put out is the energy you're going to receive back. So if you call them out, hi, my name is Johnson, I'm calling for that. Look, you're going to inquire about the house. Do you think I'm going to connect with you? No. My name's Shirin, and I'm calling from NBIS in Dandenong. You sent this specific inquiry about the service that we have. How can I help you? I would love to be able to help you out. I love your name. It's so different. Oh my God, your kid's so cute. You know that the kid's not even cute. Connect with them at a personal level. Does that make sense? So you get 5 seconds and that first opportunity to try and impress anybody over the phone. Try this next time. And I can guarantee you, I'll refund you right now if this formula doesn't work. How is your day tomorrow? Unbelievable. Because people will think that you're so positive, they want to be a part of it. Why is your day unbelievable? Please tell me. This is the environment that we live in. This is where our environment and society is heading towards innovation and change. And the quicker you embrace this, you'll be one step ahead of your competition, because you've got to understand, your market segment is very limited. It's nothing fun that you can brag on about. Yes, you've got to be very careful about the content you put out, because your market is specifically about helping people. It's about you making them feel good about themselves. That's what your job is. We're so fortunate that we're alive today. Why don't I make your day? That's what they want. But this is the service that I can provide you that's going to help you. Bam, sales pitch. What's an objection that you come across daily?
The biggest question we always get is, I get as well, why should I go to you, not them? Yeah. So it's one of those, you know, why should I choose your service? Why us and why not them?
Have you got a script for that? Do you have a script? Do you have a script for that?
I have my own, which I pitch.
Okay. Do a little brainstorming session. Use your pitch, use your pitch, use your pitch, everybody else's voice, put that in writing, and then what happens is practice it a couple of times, because you will have your own way of delivering the message. Shirin John will have a different way of delivering the message. So will yourself, because we all have our own different styles. But as long as there's structure in place, that's something that works with you guys. So when you do get that objection out there, then you can overcome that objection. Sorry, your competition, what's his name? Sorry, his name's Jeffrey? Good, that's Jeffrey. I've got a different name. It's you, because there's nobody else like you that looks like you out there in the world. So you have different work ethics, different life disciplines. I always tell people, I've tried, you know, this guy, I've tried that guy, it's good, but you haven't tried me. It's always these little sales pitches you have to practice before you pick up the phone call. Did that answer your question? Yeah, certainly. All right, good. There's only one person that looks like you out there in the world. That's why you're so special.
So how important is, I guess, personal branding, so everyone else around you, or if anyone speaks about you, knows what you do and exactly how you do it?
I'm all about branding. Regardless of wherever I am, I'm always promoting something to somebody, and I'm always like, I'm wearing a hat. Sunday I went for a drive. I made sure that I gave free hats to everyone, you know, and I had a Mon logo. I had t-shirts to everyone. Whatever it is, I'm always focusing on branding. And if you look at my socials, every 24 hours I post something. I'm creating content right now. I'm all about branding, because this is where our society and our environment's turning into. This is the biggest tool right now. Learn, tap into it, and this is where the people are. If they don't know something about that service that you're providing, and you know that that's going to help them, then educate them. You may not get the business right now, but you'll get the business in 6 months' time. That's if your intention is to be in this business in the next 20 years' time. Always be educating. How much more can I learn? Because the more you learn, the more you'll earn physically, financially, mentally. But obviously, self-educate yourself in the terms of the topics that you're interested in. Does that make sense? If I was in your field, I would study my product like the back of my hand. So when I do talk to a specific client, I don't make one mistake or two mistakes, because you only get one chance to perform. And if you perform good, you will close the deal, because you know all about it. And that's when knowledge comes down to self-confidence, because whatever you're talking to them in relation to whatever topic that you guys are serving, or product you're providing, because you've done your diligence and you've done your due diligence, you probably close more deals because you got the knowledge and you know exactly the product that you're providing, you know what you're providing. And everything else comes out naturally because you've been doing it for so long. Does that make sense?
And also when you are running a business, you must, the owner of the business, must learn and know every single thing.
And that's where the difference comes down to between a boss and a leader, okay? And there's got to be a difference between a leader and a boss. A good leader will say, I'm working till 10 p.m. to try and close this deal, and I'm going to make sure these things that they get processed before I do get home. It's up to yourself whether you want to do it or not. Slowly, unconsciously, they'll pick up your ways because it's always been about them. And if I'm growing, I've got to make sure that they're growing as well. If I'm driving a nice car, I've got to make sure that she has a nice car, that he has a nice car, because we're all surrounded by the same mission. If you've got high energy and if he's got low energy, if you've got different ambitions and all that, then we're all in the wrong culture and the wrong environment. You've got to make sure that you've got the same culture, same ethics, same principles as what you've got, the same vision. And your environment's what you create. Because, again, unconsciously people will pick up their ways. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about just having a good conversation, a healthy conversation that you can bring out the best out of each other, and being a good leader. Never tell people what to do. Always focus on becoming more, so then you can share that to everybody else. Anything else? I've done all my talking. I want to thank Abraham for having me here. Please give him a big round of applause. Thank you. Thank you for having me. You guys know where you can find me. Z Real Estate. Selling houses right now.